Coming your way is a casual roundup of easy treats I baked or just ate this summer. Being on house arrest because of the Rona has made baking a necessity to ensure I don't just stuff my face with too much processed sugar. Can't help myself around sweets as a sugar fiend. So take a small break with a little at-home, casual food diary of summer homemade and store-bought / packaged treats. Look at that jiggle, all topped off with a white chocolate birthday plaque badge. Such a fresh looking honeydew mousse cake, I think. Ordered cakes from Fume for years, and this year we wanted to try something new that I saw on her Instagram. Some other customer ordered. I can't wait to try it. I feel like it'll cool us down in the hot summer weather. Can you believe that this is a dairy-free melon mousse cake? Although I have to admit that I could only take the coconutiness in small slices. And the perfectly round melon balls were so cute and sweet. Not that dull, unripe melon flavor. We ended up getting full before having cake during our picnic, but we enjoyed it for breakfast and snacks in the coming days. I mean, I can always have dessert for breakfast. This batter is gluten, dairy, and egg-free. We have flour, baking powder, salt, maple syrup, bourbon vanilla extract, macadamia milk, and to bind everything together, ground chia seeds. I keep grinds in a jar to mix with water for a magical chia egg, when I don't feel like cracking a real one up. Vegetables can be a dessert if they want to. I grated a large carrot earlier during my weekly food prep, so in that goes. Oh hey, knob of carrot, I need to grate you up too. Sprinkle in some cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger because it's not a carrot cake without this warm, spicy trio. I guess I'd call these more summer-fall transitional pancakes. Everything got mixed up. Who else loves it when all the ingredients swirl into place just right? And poured the scoops of batter in to become the final form, pancakes. Looking at the golden brown crust makes my mouth water. Crisp, but then sweet and spicy when you bite into it. I'm really into this easy peasy recipe that allows you to pick and choose your toppings with a nutritious base to build off of. On my quest to find a recipe to use glutinous rice flour and milk before its expiration, I stumbled upon this mochi cake. Mix-ins in your style recipe, courtesy of Epicurious. I was intrigued. Starting off with my batter, we've got sugar, veggie oil, coconut milk plus lactose-free milk, eggs, vanilla, and salt. I whisked together sweet rice and glutinous rice flour in the same bowl. Though technically I was supposed to get a new one. My flavor of choice was this black sesame seed paste I found at our local Japanese grocery. I flung in a few tablespoons along with 1 teaspoon of cardamom, my spice of choice. I thought the roasted nuttiness would pair well with the fragrant, delicate perfume of cardamom. Or it would be a peculiar flavor clash that could be interesting. Topped off the batter with baking powder for liftoff and then a smidge of maple syrup, which I didn't really need in the end because it was already sweet, even though I only did 2/3 of the suggested sugar amount. Okay, time to work those muscles. The tan batter gradually transfigured into that shiny, smoky color with black seed specks that only black sesame can create. I poured my concoction into an 8x8 pan to bake. And here is the final bake! Inside, the cake was a little squishy while having a cakey exterior. I may have overbaked it a bit, so I ended up with more of a pound cake and some bits of the cardamom clumped together. I'm beyond proud of the taste. It had a deep roasted seed flavor that wasn't too strong, infused with the cardamom's lovely floral perfume. It's not the prettiest or the smoothest, but definitely one of the tastiest and easiest bakes I've done.
I'm about to make some hopia or coconut pudding with half of this coconut milk left.
Since I had half a can of coconut milk left from the mochi cake, I wanted to whip something simple up. A 4-ingredient Hawaiian hopia recipe popped up from contemplating sweets, answering that call perfectly. I heated a pot up and grabbed some cornstarch and maple syrup, mixing them all together to make a slurry with a few tablespoons of water. In my mug of coconut water went into the pot to be simmered. Since I wasn't making a large pan of pudding, I thought this rectangular Tupperware would help keep its shape. After giving the slurry a stir, I dumped it right into the steaming pan, mixing vigorously like my life depended on it. Ooh, thick and semi-translucent. That means we're done. I tipped the pot into the Tupperware, using the spatula to even the layer out. Ugh, there ended up being blobs of cornstarch in the end though. Just ignore that for now. Into the fridge it went for a cool little rest. Now she's all chilled out, so it's time for a taste test. Okay, so the layer did end up a bit lumpy. For a little pre-dinner snack, I scooped up a teensy bit to taste. And I was hit with that tropical fragrance. I felt like I should be sitting under palm trees in Hawaii after inhaling a spoonful of the striking ivory pudding. Alright, time to go. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna sit here enjoying more luscious desserts. You should too.